millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Throw right side, complete to Williams. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
12 yards on the return that time, and the Lions will take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. A look at Kerryon Johnson, 2nd-year man out of Auburn. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
It's 3rd down and 12.
Set, 20! 59! We want it. Come to my world. 0. Mike, check. 59. 50-50. Ready? Joker.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On second down, it's Williams. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Yellow. 180.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They go play action here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Off the edge, the sack by Reggie Ragland.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Stafford going up top. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all, and you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Stafford. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
At the 19-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. Pushing him away.
Popped it right out there.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Throwing now is Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison. Able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Sherman. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Mahomes going to throw. And he finds Spencer Ware complete. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Buying time to his... And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes with touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Forced, and a big loss here as he's taken down. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's 2nd down.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A give to Williams, running right. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a second down coming up. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Middle. Hey, 70. 36, 21.
From the gun, here's Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 22 yards there, a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 39, Stafford. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Back, 22.
Throwing again. Stafford. Pass pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step was involved.
Both the mic. Zero. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Jam it. What happened?
From the red zone now, Stafford. And now he'll tuck it and run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Hey, give me your radar.
Throwing again on second down. Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, and it's 3rd and 4.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Operating from the gun, Stafford. This is caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Prater for the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now this time Mahomes will throw. And that's complete. It's Allington. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Well, now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Williams. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Well, with Damian Williams, it's notable that the Chiefs didn't make a play to go after a big-time running back in the offseason. The coaching staff said back in May they didn't want running back by committee. They trusted Williams to be their starter. You remember last year he was forced into the starting role the final 3 games of the season due to attrition, and he really excelled. And then he was excellent in the playoffs against the Colts and Patriots. Strong indicator that he was ready to be the bell cow. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Kansas City.
Yellow.
Mahomes now on first down. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever.
Extra point good by Prater, and that makes the score 14-7. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Prater for the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running on first down with Ware. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 41, Mahomes. A deep ball for Ellington. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And Robinson with a big catch. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line. Well, last year, Chris Conley was the third option at receiver for Kansas City. He shipped off to Jacksonville. Now they're hoping to run. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Now here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Frank Clark able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
From the gun, Stafford. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, standing just outside his own goal line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So we've reached... All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Johnson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Chris Jones on the stop. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Set. Go 20. 11. Squeeze, double.
From the gun on third down, Stafford. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. Nice pickup for a first down.
Tighten up.
On first down, it's Stafford. From left side, taken in by Galladay. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Middle. 44. 22. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Stafford. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Mike, 180. Quarterback, don't get nervous. 59.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford, he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 yards there. First down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Frank Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Watch the screen. 59.
Now Stafford. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the season. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. A'Shawn Robinson in there to record another sack. And that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Mahomes now to throw. And he's going to go down again. Trey Flowers in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Taking it about the 36. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. A check of the scoreboard there in the 3rd and Baltimore. The Browns, they've scored again, extending their lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Try to do better. Come on.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Hey, Haywood!
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Yellow, 480, 43, coming after you.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really started to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Carlos Hyde in the game. Hyde a first down and more. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Carlos Hyde, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights. Back now at Ford Field, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They go to Johnson again. Johnson, it's poke free. Football's out. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback in the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football.
32, 65, 44, the middle. I got you.
Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Stafford now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Hey, Red! Switch. 10. Check nine. Omaha, ready to move. Hey.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So that'll back them up 5. They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Set, 250. QB's traps. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep it. Teller. 43.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Ellington has it, middle of the field. A gain of 6 there on 1st. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes steps away to his left and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's
I don't need to. There's no line. No game on this defense. No game. Hey, 57. Mike 51.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
the Lions take over 1st and 10.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Zebra. Slam.
There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
C.J. Anderson in the game. He gets it here. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Check your hot read.
On the toss, here's Johnson. He's got the first down and more past midfield. There he goes, left side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes, being chased out left. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down. When plays break down, that's normally when Mahomes is at his best throwing the football, but as we saw, he can run it too. Last year, 60 carries, 272 yards, great elusiveness and speed, and the Chiefs obviously don't want him to be a running quarterback, but if he sees an angle like he did there, any opening, he has the ability to take it and run. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the screen. Go. Mike's 59.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. There's the first NFL catch for the former Georgia Bulldog, Mecole Hardman. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Caught, Kelsey, left side, and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Dancing, and a late score here in this one.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Set. 180.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Lions, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.